We're live. Welcome back, everybody. This is Mr. Aaron from the House of Aaron, one of the middle class millionaires, and we'd like to welcome you. It is March 1st, 2016, and you know we got to start the party off right as I adjust this because guess what? Everybody's there, so the S is on. We have almost everybody once again. We're going with the tricycle, and here we go. We're going to start off. You got to unmute, Dawkins G. Let's go. I believe.
I believe.
We believe.
We believe.
They believe.
They believe.
Here we go, folks. You might not know how powerful that is. You might not know how powerful it is to say that as you get yourself a positive affirmation. It always get the children in the daycare. They get really rowdy with that, and it helps them start their day off and get right into the academic programming. So we're gonna let our friends say hello real fast. As I already introduced myself, Mr. Aaron from the House of Aaron, one of the middle class millionaires.
This is G from Residual Networks, another one of the middle class millionaires.
And this is Hamid Sharif from Dream to Reality Academy, another one of the middle class millionaires. Good evening.
All right. And right where you are, you need to tell yourself, you need to say your name and claim to be a middle class millionaire as well, because that's what we're trying to do here. We want everybody to be able to create independent wealth. That way, I said wealth, not be rich. You have to be wealthy, and that's living a certain kind of way. So tonight's topic, you know we're going to fade out. The talking's going to start going on. We're going to share our screen, and we're going to go and vent on a topic. And the topic for tonight is, are you going to manage or control? Manage or control, and we're talking about time. All right? We're going to specifically start with time. It might go anywhere. It might go everywhere. But, you know, if you want to see how to get a formal track and proof progress results, you just go ahead and follow along on one of the older videos. But for this particular video, we're not going to talk about how to track. We're just going to discuss controlling or managing time. What's the advantage and what's the difference? So I'm going to start off and I'm going to say managing your time, because people talk about it in all places, in all workplaces, and any leadership conference. They always talk about time management. Time management. You got to have time management to do this. You got to have time management to do that. My view, I'm going to start off with my view of managing time also has time managing you. And I definitely go through that a lot as I try to make my way to bed after we get off these calls. The time manages me because I know I have a lot of things to do. It's marked off in the It's in the $1 million notebook. A lot of things to do in the $1 million notebook that makes time managing me when I don't do it the right way, as opposed to controlling time. That means pulling up a calendar and writing down, this day, this hour, I'm gonna get this video done, or those videos done, or this task done. Just like I do with the daycare, put it right in the blocks. They're gonna eat at this time. They're going to sleep at this time. They're going to do circle time and play time and art time, music time. So that makes me a controller of time when I have my classroom. That makes me a controller of time in the daycare as the kids' days are structured, not winging it, not off the cuff. So that way the children get stable, they become stable, and that's the way I like to live my life as well, stable. So I'm more of a person who wants to control time versus manage time, because when I do time management, it takes me over. So now the floor is going to be open. I know the discussion can go far and deep with the people we have on the call. I'm a press mute because I like to listen and learn, because I talk too much already as it is. So now, Brother Dawkins G and Brother Sharif, Mr. Sharif and Mr. Dawkins G, they are going to take over. I might have to unmute and chime in every once in a while, but believe me, I'm focused on showing you proof progress results. Freedom's going to be locked in. You're going to learn these voices today. Fellas, let's go.
Yeah, well, this is G, and control versus managing. Uh, I think it's a difficult thing to balance, but I think there is a place in the middle. There's certain times that will call for you to control your time, um, but that difference, it's a very thin line between the two. Um, I think about it this way: everybody has the same 24 hours to work with. Um, it's not about the hours you put in; it's about what you put into the hours. That's what's going to make the difference in your results. So you don't want to be spending your time and energy uh, in fruitless activities. If you're spending, $800 and uh, uh, several hours a day putting your logo together, I think that's fruitless activity. Once your logo is done, you have some money making activities to participate in your business. You have a lot of people who is supposed to be advertising or marketing on Facebook, and then they find themselves browsing. That's not controlling or managing your time. You're getting distracted. Um, these scheduled Google Hangouts, uh, I'm learning from my wife to be a stickler for a schedule and being on time, to start things, to end things on time. A lot of people, if you don't respect their time, particularly strong business personalities, they won't do business with you. Time is money. So really, I would say this conversation could go right into controlling or managing your money, because that's going to facilitate you having more time. Ultimately, we all earning our way free from jobs and things of that nature that are already taking away your time. So I'm a time management kind of person because there are certain activities that are already in place for me every day, and trying to fit it all in, you're gonna have to sacrifice some things. You're gonna have to manage your time. Now, controlling, I'm gonna have to let somebody else speak on that because I don't feel like we can control time. It's gonna pass whether you do what you're supposed to do or not. Why not take an opportunity, take action, and do something that your future self will thank you for?
Okay. So I guess is when I think of time management or controlling time, or it's controlled activity, like you said. Are the activities that you're doing going to get you to what you want to get done? And also staying focused in the time that you have. So with my schedule, it's extremely busy, extremely packed. So I have to really guard against um, making sure that I do what I need to get accomplished for my business. The thing that I keep running through my head is if I can work hard for someone else, I can work hard for myself. So
Mm-hmm.
that helps me stay focused to control my time. But also, I had to um, find opportunities that I could grow with the amount of time that I had available to me. And I think that's one of the biggest things that um, joining this group and working together as a team and leveraging other people's expertise and their time has also been help. And I think that's what we miss sometimes. Why do you have to do every single thing yourself in a 24-hour day? If you know that you have limited time, if you know you have 1 to 2 hours of time per day to work on something, then get more eyes, join a team, share the wealth. Um, don't be afraid to ask for help. That's part of managing your time. If while we're talking right now, Mr. Aaron is putting up proof and progress on the screen. Okay, so that's helping me because I'm part of Middle Class Millionaires. He's one of the Middle Class Millionaires. This is the proof. I'm in the same program season, so we're leveraging each other's time. I think you got to understand that helps, because I don't have time to do every single thing that I would like to every single day, or I have, based on my commitments and responsibilities right now. So I don't think we always think in that terms of community time together, and I think that's a mistake. That's how you can manage your time more effectively. So I have daily tasks that I have to get done, and I've been blessed because of the opportunities I'm in now. Those tasks can get done in the time I have allotted, but also have some things that I make on this a priority, like the middle class millionaire hangout is a priority. Our Wednesday face to face,
Yeah.
what's the word I want to look for? What we call it, Dawkins G, our mastermind group.
Right.
It's a priority. Okay, those couple priorities. So I don't have Monday through Friday, but Wednesday night, middle class millionaire office hour, those become priorities. And if you have those priorities, I know for a fact when I get there, that's time that I can focus, I can work on. It's going to be like-minded individuals. Some synergy is going to happen with the time. And then in other times, you schedule the best you can to make sure that you're doing what you need for your businesses to grow each day.
Yeah.
And each day you learning. I'm learning so much just being part of this group right now.
Absolutely. And Mr. Aaron, there's definitely a quote that you could probably use in the future. The secret of your future is hidden in your daily routine. There are people who have schedules already. There are people who have daily activities already, but the things that they're participating in aren't driving them towards their goals, or they haven't even set goals. So your time is actually controlling you. You're responding to the things that happen to you throughout your day and not really taking control of your life. Well, starting a business, generating income streams, you're actually going to have to change your mindset in order to be successful in these things. You're going to have to purposely sit down and write out what actions you need to take every day. A lot of people don't know what's going to be effective in their business. They don't know what's going to take them to the next level or day to day. You know, if I do this every day, in a week I should be this far. In 2 weeks I should be this far. You actually have to sit down and consciously make the effort to break those dreams up into steps. One of the key words that Mr. Sharif used was leverage. You're leveraging the efforts of other people. You build relationships when you're in business. Um, Leverage has, think about the power of leverage, where it could be 100% of my own efforts, or it could be 1% of 100 people's efforts. 1%. If you get a team of 100 people together working on marketing a website, 1% of that effort can garner you a tenfold increase. So when we apply these concepts and things to our business, to our training, to the mastermind groups, it's always on purpose. We do have a purpose for the activities that we're in, and we, step by step, we may not get everything done every day, but at least we know the direction we're headed in. Another thing that helps with time is choosing a destination. This is a part of Dream to Reality Academy. Well, you can't get started if you don't have a dream. And if you don't have a dream, what are you working towards? What are you working for? And how will you know when you get there? If somebody doesn't have a particular goal set, how will you know you're improving? How will you know when you should be focused on another goal? You know, how do you mark your achievements? How do you mark your progress? Proof progress and results is one way, particularly with traffic monsoon or revenue sharing programs where the numbers change every day. That actually fits perfectly into a daily tracking of your results. But what if you don't have that in your business? What if you don't have a revenue sharing business? Let's say you're selling books through Amazon. You can count how many books per day you sell, and then the next day you don't sell any. Is that progress? Maybe your goal was to sell 1 book a day and you sold 5 on the first day. Well, you haven't really lost any ground by Friday. Things like that. The other thing, Dream to Reality Academy, there's certain levels or positions that you'll earn your way into. But where you start, of course, you're a dreamer. You have to have a dream or vision. You have to take the entrepreneur's aptitude test in order for us to determine that. If you don't have you have a dream, you say, I want to make a lot of money. That's not really a dream. Every human being on the planet desires to make more finances so they can live comfortably. A dream is going to be very specific. Everybody wants more money. A homeless man wants more money. If you walk around and find $1 on the ground, you just got more money. Are you satisfied? No, there's a specific dollar amount. There's things that you're going to have to do to earn that specific dollar amount. And your time, you'll never get it back. So what you're doing with this hour, this office hour, when you're listening to me and Mr. Sharif and Mr. Aaron, this is going to improve your results maybe tomorrow, because now you have to sit down and get a daily schedule together. You need a daily routine. And in that routine, you need to put the activities for you. I'm not asking you to make me money. This is about you improving yourself. So I appreciate the time that you spend. If you're looking at this video this far, if you're keeping track of Mr. Aaron, the Middle Class Millionaires, Mr. Sharif, you know that day by day as we continue to talk, these videos are getting better and better. I can tell because I've gone back and watched some of the older ones I was in. You didn't see me on camera. You saw my Facebook, my profile picture come up. So there's some growth and some progress for me, being more comfortable with being on camera. Well, I'm going to spend some more time and some more hangouts with Mr. Sharif and Mr. Aaron. And then pretty soon you're going to see my own hangouts where I have some other information. There's a lot of things, a lot of aspects to running your own business, being a solopreneur. It can be overwhelming. Well, our job is to cut through all of that for you so you don't waste your time. There's certain opportunities you may not be a fit for. How do you know that? You've never evaluated yourself. You've never evaluated your skill set. So you won't know. And you'll run over to Avon and this brother's trying to sell makeup and never put makeup on his face in his life. It's not for you. So I just wanted to say, as far as the time management is concerned, I don't think it's necessarily about the hours that you put in, but what you put into the hours.
And then you definitely want to set up some systems.
Absolutely.
Because if you have some systems in place where you make it a part of your daily routine, then that system will allow you to be successful. Because as you're working your system, and hopefully you're working with a mentor or the Dream to Reality Academy or someone that's gone before you, and you definitely want to get some mentorship. And the thing I always say about mentorship, make sure you get someone who has done or is doing what you want to do.
Absolutely.
So
the first step in the Dream to Reality Academy, we will call you a warrior. You may have a dream, you may have a vision, but you don't have anything in place to get you from here to that goal or even to the next step. You're worried about your electric bill. You're worried about your car maintenance. You're worried about your mortgage or your rent. You're a warrior. But it's our job in that very first step to take you from worrier to warrior. Now, one of the aspects of a warrior, no matter what the circumstances are, get it done. There's certain things that you're going to have to take instruction from us. There's certain things you're going to need to do without asking a whole lot of questions. And we're not asking you to spend a whole bunch of money, but there's certain things you're going to have to do. You have to have certain things in place. And in that warrior mode, we're going to be checking on you. Do you have your Gmail account? Do you have your YouTube channel set up? Do you have your, Facebook fan page set up? All these things are free. Your LinkedIn page. Is there a resume online? Even if you wanted to get a traditional job, why are you walking around with all this paper and all these folders when you could tell them to go to yourname.com and your resume pop up in that person's face? How much more professional is that? or if you go to your own website and print it out for them while you're standing there. These are the kind of things that, make use of the technology. I had a friend of mine. I had lunch with him today. He's looking for employment, and he was concerned about carrying his resume with him. And that's why that came to me. That was one of the things I told him. I says, create a website, man. Put your resume on the website, and you'll always have it. Yourname.com, you won't forget the web address. If you do, you probably don't deserve that job anyway. You forgot your own name.
And then also we're going to help you with vision versus sight.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a huge thing. And that's part of setting those goals. Because if you just see what's happening in your day-to-day life, it's probably not what you want, or else you wouldn't be on this hangout listening, trying to learn.
Mm-hmm.
So vision takes you to what you're going to have in the future, what you're working to obtain, what goals you're setting. So that's vision, and vision is a beautiful thing, because vision will get you through the day. Because when your day is not going quite the way you want, you think about that vision, or you look at your vision board, or you look at your affirmations,
Mm-hmm.
and it helps put you back on track. Versus not having that vision and just seeing what's the day-to-day in front of you, and you're just stuck.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not going well. And it's not happening as fast as you thought it was going to happen, and a program went down, or this went wrong. But if you got a total vision, you just change the part of the plan. But you always have the plan, and you're always working toward the goals, and you're always working toward the vision. And it's the vision what keeps you moving.
Indeed. It helps you to endure what's happening around you. Happiness comes from what is happening. They come from the same root word. But what you're looking for, I don't know. Most people say they want to be happy. I think that joy there's a different definition, because there's a different definition between happiness and satisfaction. To be satisfied with your life usually doesn't come from what you can get, the things that you can obtain. Satisfaction in life comes from what you give to people. You'd be surprised that when you help someone, giving the guy on the street, a couple dollars or whatever, and then all of a sudden you don't see him. You're like, man, that guy just took my money. Who knows what he's doing with it? But then the next time you see him, he's actually in a suit trying to catch the bus or whatever, because you got him from the homeless part on the street to where he was able to save a little money and get things together.
And that's the whole point of the academy, is helping people attain their dreams. And it's the whole point of the academy for me, is helping me to attain my dreams. So my vision told me to seek out and start working toward that academy, because I knew that with the academy I was gonna bring the right people into my life, bring the right resources into my life, because I put it out there. It's the vision. And so that's the Dream to Reality Academy. And as that vision works, and I just stick with it, keep working toward it, I'm confident that I will see my vision. I've been an educator for 26 years in the school system, so obviously I love education. I love working with people. I love helping people learn, and it's just in my nature. So we're going to continue working toward that. And anybody that wants to join us on this journey, and then working with these great mentors and partners and middle-class millionaires, it's only going to get better, because everything they can bring to the table, it's a group effort. So, Mr. Aarons, you have anything you want to add to this?
Man, y'all definitely was blowing it off the hinges over there. I told you guys that it was gonna go to something more. It was about getting your focus as an entrepreneur, building up your team and everything else. It's like you guys, we have the total package here, except that we're missing one thing. We're missing you guys. We're missing everyone else. Everyone else, you could hear some things going off in the background. I don't even know what it is, but uh, that's what we're missing. We're missing the extra people that also have the same vision, because that's what's going to ultimately bring us to where we're trying to get to. It's not, as they said before, it's not about earning the money. The money's going to come, but we have other goals, other visions involved, and that's to help everybody be the best person, to be the best themselves. So it's like, how can you squeeze the most potential out of yourself? You got to get with some people who are going to hold you accountable. Just like we talked about managing versus control, we don't want to control people. We don't want to manage people. We want you to help you put those things in order in your own life so you could be the best father you could be the best brother you could be the best son you can be the best whatever it is that you're going to be, mother, wife, husband, anything that you're going to be the best at it. And that's not talking about controlling anything else, but that's managing yourself, managing and leveraging your talents and your gifts. Even if you do not want to make money online, you can still come and join us, because guess what? Your gift is valuable. Brothers?
Yeah, if you need babysitting in business, entrepreneurship just may not be for you. If you got thin skin, if you can't handle people telling you no, entrepreneurship is not for you. And I recommend stop trying, just get a job and get better at your job, because it's not a series of mountaintops. There's some ups and downs in business just like there's ups and downs in life. But if you start wasting your energy, your mental faculties, wasting your time on bumping your head up against these obstacles over and over again, and not seeking out a mentor. See, this one when Mr. Sharif talked about vision. A mentor, you want to choose a mentor who has gone where you're trying to go. Their vision is farther down the road. You also want to choose a mentor that actually likes you, who can see some potential in you, but then they also care enough about you not to leave you where you are. If you got a mentor, if you signed up under somebody, particularly in network marketing or in some type of business, you paid your startup fee, you're paying your monthly fees, your website fees, etc., and that person has not called to check on you to see if you've made any sales, giving you any advice one-on-one, some personal advice. A lot of these guys, these gurus, they got 100,000 people following them. There's no way they're tailoring all their conversations to all those individuals. Maybe you need somebody in between you and that top leader. Maybe you need somebody with a smaller group of people. Personally, I only take on 10 students every quarter. So every 3 months, you got 90 days. And we do a 90-day push every 90 days with 10 people. These 90 days are not your 90 days. I'm gonna let you know we got our 10 already. But this is where you would come to tap in, to find out which personality fits with you. Mr. Sharif being an educator, Mr. Aaron being an educator. Personally, I'm a speaker, so I'm waiting for the presentations when we all get together and I get the PowerPoint slides and I get to be funny and all that kind of thing. The Google Hangouts, Mr. Aaron introduced me to this. This medium is a little different. You can't speak the same way you would in a hotel ballroom. You can't speak the same way you would face-to-face in a Panera Bread over coffee. Or if you're in somebody's living room trying to do a presentation, there is no reason you need a round of applause from me and my family in my own living room. I apologize, but that's a traditional network marketing technique. And I'm not saying it doesn't work, because it did work for them. But think of that more of as your ground game. When you look at the offerings that the middle class millionaires have, you'll notice it's not a lot of people having to come over your house. It's more internet based. Some of these things you don't even have to build a team for. It's about you, your drive, your efforts. You're going to receive the return on the investment that you put in. Beyond Push is an absolutely incredible product, and it's going to return some incredible results. But the longer you wait, the further behind you're going to be. So when you hear us talking about Beyond Push, pushingforlife.com, um, those are things that are going to help you save time or recoup some of your time. We all got the same 24 hours. Why is it that you have these entertainers who can do videos, and then they all of a sudden they come out with a clothing line, then they come out with some kind of vodka, then they come out with a book. When does P Diddy have time to sit down and write a book? Please tell me. How is that happening when we have the same sunrise and sunset? It's a different world. He's doing different things with his time, and the connections that he's made, the relationships, the networks that he's involved in. You're gonna have to change your circle. If nobody around you is challenging you, that's a problem. And you should be challenging your friends. I had somebody tell me, because I'm always offering different opportunities. I said, well, they didn't respond to the last opportunity. That's why I got a new opportunity. Oh man, but they tired of seeing that. Well, they need to unfriend me and get off of my Facebook page. Not that I don't love them anymore, but when I'm ready to waste some time, I know who to call. Anybody who's not on my Facebook. Have fun.
The one thing I want to add is we were talking about, if entrepreneurship is not for you, you can go ahead and work your job, and that's fine for a lot of people. But I don't think people understand that you can still become wealthy and do a job that you enjoy if you learn how to invest. Mm-hmm. So if you read Rich Dad Poor Dad and you look at the quadrant, then you understand that there's business, self-employment, investing, and an employee. Well, just because you are in the employee quadrant doesn't mean you can't move into the investment quadrant. You should always want to improve your wealth. Okay, so that way you enjoy your job that much more. Because if you're not worried about your finances and your job, then you really enjoy your wealth, and you can learn how to invest. And again, as Mr. G was saying, we have opportunities where you can just be a straight person that participate in revenue. Beyond Push allows you to do that, where you're getting a return on money that you decide to put into the system, and you don't have to build a team, you don't have to network, but you are still reaping that benefit. Much better than anything you're going to get at a bank, in a money market, in a much shorter time. So, don't just think, oh, I'm not a network marketer, this is not for me. Find out some more information from us about Beyond Push, and then take a good look at it and see how it fits into you. I think it's a company that works for everyone.
And also, there are skills. You're not a network marketer now. You're not a salesperson now. But if that's something that is going to improve your results, that's something that's going to get you financially free, then that's something you need to learn. And I'm not saying you have to be an expert at it. You're not going to be Vayner World. You're not going to be Tony Robbins. You're not going to be one of the superstars, but it's something that you should be able to get good at on your level, and that level will continue to improve. You may find out you enjoy marketing. You enjoy talking to people, developing new relationships. You enjoy helping other people to learn how to market and develop new relationships. But you won't know that if you don't try. A lot of people are paralyzed by fear. But for me, fear means to fail early. And remember what happened so that you can make the changes and get success in your next encounter, in your next conversation. Failure begins with a conversation, but it only becomes failure when you accept it. Mr. Aaron, looks like you're done with the proof, progress, and results.
Yes, and
And you
technology
know,
get caught up with me, booted me
yeah,
straight out. I'm like, I don't know what happened. It's all right, cause
yeah.
I know it's still in good hands. I
Well, you
know
got a
what's going
team. You
on.
got a team. That's right.
That's why you need a team, cause guess what? If this was a solo mission, I'll be done right now, and the show would have stopped because of the fact. But because we have the team, because we're working together for a common goal, it still pushes on. Just like we know what Mr. Roxo, we know what Roxo is doing at these times, and
hmm
he's still pushing forward at other times during the day. But we know that we're working together, all for the common good, all for the common goal. And because of what just happened, uh, I don't know. I'm gonna ask you guys: should we even talk about beta testing? I mean, anything like that?
Absolutely. Before we go into talking about the beta testing, I just want to say I appreciate the subliminal message you got on the board right there for the middle class millionaires. I do see that.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Had to flip that W, make it happen.
I see that. Now you said that there was some beta testing. We're gonna talk. That sounds like Mr. Luigi's area. Is he around, or are we? Or you got something for us?
Hey, I'm just gonna go ahead and do it for us this time.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Hopefully, the technology monster don't get me. Yeah. Oh, I see what happens. I gotta do like this and bring it back. It won't let me open that window for some good reason. Let's see. Well, maybe it don't want us to show it this time.
Okay. Well, we muted our mics and turned off our cameras to give you the floor, but so you could get all the bandwidth that you need. But if that's the case, then that's probably exactly what it is. It's just not time for it yet. Maybe the people who need to be on the hangout haven't been invited yet. So if you're watching this and you can think of somebody who would benefit from these kind of conversations and watching this proof progress results and the daily that we're going through, maybe you need to invite somebody. That's what's going to unlock all the information that we need to give.
There we go. So as it is 12:17, we did get started a little late, but we know what we're pushing towards. So this is the time that we say goodbye, and we ask that you share this, press the like button, all that good stuff. Do what you have to do. You not hold it to yourself. You hold it to yourself, you're being selfish because we're trying to grow. We're trying to grow all together here. Yeah, we want to grow the team. We want to grow. Hey, that's you too. And what we said, you're the part that's missing, and your people are supposed to be with you as well. For the simple fact that we're all going toward the same thing. It says make money online, folks, but guess what? You can make money online, offline, and you can make yourself a resource. So
And I just wanted to say before we cut out, March the 1st, mark it on your calendars. It's a day to celebrate because I got my first withdrawal, maximum withdrawal from the triple threat system on today, and we can be doing that $100 a day every day. Now, the strategy that we have will show you how to go into that program and max it out as quickly as possible. Um, I can't wait to show y'all. I can't wait to get these training videos going either.
you
hundred
might as well say
dollars a
goodbye
day.
while you got the floor.
Okay, well, this is G from Residual Networks, and as always, you first need to learn, then you can lead, and then you can leverage your team to maximize your results and reach your goals. Have a good night and good morning.
And this is Hamid Sharif from the Dream to Reality Academy, where where we educate, execute, and earn. Have a good night, good morning.
This Mr. Aaron, right here at the House of Aaron, saying to be confident, be smart, be fruitful, and multiply. Because when you start, you don't stop. And you got to be consistent until you achieve your goals. From all the middle class millionaires, and on behalf of our brother Rock Solar, and for the future millionaire, for the future middle class millionaires just coming to the system, we say good night, good morning. We'll see you on the next call.